Okay guys, this is Andrew, and the big thing with Milwaukee this year is a new battery platform, but it's completely compatible with the M18 platform. But how much change in performance are we talking about, Andrew?
Yeah, great question. So this year we're launching M18 Red Lithium Forge, and when compared to the most powerful battery on the M18 system today, which is our high output 12.0, the Forge 6.0 actually provides the same amount of power output, but it's 30% smaller and 40% lighter. So, you know, think of those situations where maybe you're doing some overhead work, maybe it's a rotary hammer, right? And you want faster speeds to get it done quicker, but you also want something that's lighter so it doesn't create so much fatigue.
But now this doesn't eliminate all of a guy's M18. This just improves performance to any M18 tool that they have. And is it true that the tool will now recognize the change in the battery and kick up that performance to match the improved performance of the battery?
Yeah, 100%. So first thing, it is fully compatible with the entire system of over 250 tools on M18. And then you're absolutely right. So what this means is it's an instant upgrade in performance, which translates to like faster application speeds or expanded application range. And then the performance jump is going to be dependent on the tool that you use it on, right? So for something like a circ saw, you'll notice a bigger jump versus maybe something like an impact driver.
And you got a set exploded over here, so you can kind of...
Yeah, over here.
Oh, yep. Over here?
Yep.
Okay.
You look for the battery? Yeah.
Yeah. So the big thing is this is like an instant upgrade to anybody that owns any Milwaukee tool. This is just a boost in performance by just changing one thing.
100%. You upgraded the battery, and actually, let me mention something else. This battery will charge to 80% in 15 minutes with a new supercharger, which is crazy, right? So if you look at this thing over here.
It charges to 80% in how many minutes?
In 15 minutes. So
15 freaking minutes?
Yeah, so this is our new dual base supercharger. And with these two combined, once again, you can get to 80% in 15 minutes. So think about what that means. That's 5 amp hours of capacity in 15 minutes.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so think about that time where you showed up to the job, batteries were dead, right? You can plug it in, and in a couple minutes you get plenty of capacity.
Wow. Okay, you were going to show me a battery.
Yeah. So the other thing I want to talk about is we also put a lot of effort into making sure that we produce longer lasting batteries, right? So we looked at everything. The first thing is on the inside, this is the core, what the inside of the battery looks like. And this actually has a proprietary coating, ingress coating on it to protect against dirt, water, dust, debris, you name it. So if it gets into the pack, it will be protected, including the electronics. And then in addition to that, we upgraded the plastics on the housing to be protected against like oils, greases, and solvents, right? So like, good example, let's say you're doing some work, carb, choke cleaner, whatever, where they would traditionally break down plastics. This is now going to be protected.
And now you have forced air cooling on the batteries as well. That's how you get that improved performance, right? So your batteries actually will cool as you're charging them.
Yeah, so great question. So this battery specifically, this Forge 6.0, doesn't have that forced air. The Forge 12.0 that's going to be coming next year that I showed you does. And you can see this charger already has that functionality built in, ready for it when that comes.
Ready to come out.
Yep.
All right, so that is really every Milwaukee tool that a guy owns, just buy one battery and you've got an instant upgrade. Instant upgrade, and charging up to 80% in 15 minutes is incredible.
Yeah, you have this really powerful battery in a small package now, so you don't have to carry as much weight around. You can charge it crazy fast.
Yeah, walk me through. What are we looking at?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a big upgrade for MX Fuel. This is the Red Lithium Forge 12.0 battery pack. And when you compare it to our prior generation battery, it's pretty close to the same size, but twice the capacity. So that was a 6 amp hour battery. We're delivering 2x the runtime now and pretty close to the same size package. Now, in addition to that, one of the things that we really had to tackle was, you know, the heavy use in which these batteries are used day in and day out with equipment, right? So on something like a cutoff saw, for example, and you're doing continuous cutting of concrete at full depth of charge, back to back, it's a very demanding application. And even with a battery like this that can run cool, batteries are going to inherently want to kind of warm up, right? And especially if you're working in direct sunlight. So one of the things that we did is we actually developed what we call a cool cycle. So it's high-speed air cooling. So you can see all the vents here. And then it's built into the charger. So this is the supercharger paired up with the Forge 12.0 battery. And what I'm gonna do is show you a demo of how much air is flowing through this thing. So let me hit this button, build this up.
That's how much air is flowing through the battery to cool it down.
Yep, 100%. So what this does is as soon as you put the battery on the charger, it begins to rapidly cool it, starts charging immediately. It charges this battery in about an hour full, and then it comes off cool. So think about what that means, right? You have a hot pack, put it on a charger, cools it down instantly, you take it off, it's cool and ready to go back to work again.
And with the M18 for Forge system, it'll charge a 6 amp hour battery to 80% in 15 minutes.
Correct. Yep.
This is the same technology.
Yeah, so this similar technology, slightly different technology, but still fast charging. So this battery has a lot more capacity than that M18 one you're referencing.
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to be able to charge it in about an hour, which is actually really fast for this much capacity.
Yeah, it is. And then you have one running underwater here, so what are we looking at with this?
Okay, so what we're looking at here is I just walked you through that high-speed air cooling.
Yeah.
And when you're forcing that much air through something, you need to have the confidence that the inside of the battery is protected, right, against dust, debris, dirt, water, etc. if you're opening it up. So what we're showing here is just meant to simulate one of the tests we run where it's being exposed to rain, right? So imagine something being left out, being exposed to rain. You want to make sure your investment's protected. So if you flip around here, what we actually have is we have a proprietary ingress coating on this battery. It wraps the entire internal core of the pack to protect it against that. So this battery actually came from that test. You would never know it because it looks like it's brand new.
Oh, how long did you run that for?
Over 24 hours. So it's a 24-hour shower test and it sits for a few days. And this pack was opened up and this is what it looks like. It looks brand new. Now this is what a competitive equipment battery looks like. Note that they have venting for air cooling on their charger as well. However, because they don't have the proper ingress coating, what happens is it corrodes and it takes it to the point where the pack doesn't function anymore.
Was this 24 hours or was this?
It's the same exact test. Yep, 24 hours and they run side by side. Same exact test.
Okay.
Yep. So what this means is that your investment's going to be protected, right? They're used in abusive environments, and what it means is you can focus on getting the job done and not worrying about, did I accidentally leave something out?
Okay. But you said this is the beginning.
Yes.
The beginning steps.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Okay, great question. So with Red Lithium Forge, it is a long-term promise. And what I mean by that is the couple batteries that we showed you today are the very beginning of that journey. What my teams have in development is pretty exciting. So what that means on all of our systems is over the next few years, you will continue to see technology advancements in both batteries and chargers to continue to push capability forward.
And you take everybody's batteries apart.
Oh,
everybody's that has a battery, you take it apart in your lab.
Yeah, and we do that for two reasons, right? Like, one, we want to understand if our competitors have made advancements, right? So that we're better, we have that better foundation and knowledge, and make sure that we maintain that competitive advantage, right? So by no means do we sit in a glass house. We want to understand, we want to continuously learn and improve as well. Okay. You and I did a video where we actually went into the lab years and years back. We did. We did. And if you guys want to see an updated version of that video, maybe say, hey, Andrew, take us to the lab, or Milwaukee, show us the lab. Yeah. I mean, because we can do that again if we get enough of you guys interested in doing it. Let me know. Because we ran through motors, we ran through batteries, electronics.
That was a great dive. That was such a good understanding. So well broke down. So if that's something you guys would like to see, just say it in the comments down below, and I'm sure you'll be hopefully watching the video, and maybe you can nudge Steve and some of the higher ups and get them to let us in. Yeah, right? Let us know. Let us know if you guys are interested in that. We'd be happy to. I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. So you guys tell me, but that's going to end this video. On this one, I want to say big thanks to Andrew for taking the time to show us all of this. This is the new Forge battery system. coming out, and is it out or
Oh,
is it?
great question. So on M18, the stuff that we showed you, that'll be launching in September, and the MX stuff that you see here, that'll be Q4 of this year.
Okay.
So all of it coming this year.
Okay. And that's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the Milwaukee show. Hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes tour of these batteries. And well, this wasn't behind the scenes, but it was what it was. Anyway, God bless. Go get them.
Thanks, everyone.
See you guys.